A very good morning and warm welcome to Standard 7. I hope you all are fine and good. So, today also we are going to continue with the max of chapter number 4, angles and pairs of angles. We are going to see the part 3 of this lesson. In that, we are going to see two exercise. Let's begin. So, before we move on with the exercise, let's learn some basic thing that is required. Angles in a linear pair. Okay. So, what is angles in linear pair? If you see children, there is a two angles formed here. Okay. So, angle PQR and angle RQP. Okay, continuous adjacent angles, right? Both are adjacent angles where we have one common arm, right? So, the sum of the measure of the adjacent angles will be how much? 180 degree. If this both the angles measure is 180 degree, then it is called to be an linear pair. Okay. Now let us read this statement. The sum of the measure of the angles in a linear pair is 180 degree. Just now teacher taught you. Angles which have a common arm. This is a common arm, right? Common arm whose other arms form a straight line are said to be angles in linear pair. One is common arm, one is straight arm downwards. This is common arm, one is a straight arm. To be formed a linear pair. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary. Supplementary means how much degree? Supplementary means 180 degree. Okay, shall we move? Now, shall we move to the exercise, that is practice set 19. Draw the pairs of angles as described below. If that is not possible, say why. Okay. The question is, complementary angles are not adjacent. It should not be an adjacent angle. Complementary is how much? Complementary means 90 degree. Sorry. So, it should not adjacent. Adjacent means which has a common arms. Okay, common arms and a common vertex. Vertex point. So, one is 40 degree and another angle is 50 degree. If you do addition, we will get a 90 degree complementary. Okay. Now, angles in a linear pair which are not supplementary. Angle should be linear pair, but it's not supplementary. So, angles in a linear pair means supplementary. The statement is wrong. The sum of the angles in the linear pair is 180. So, it is wrong. We have corrected the statement. Okay, write it down in your notebook as teacher has given here. Question number 3. Complementary angle that do not form a linear pair. It should be complementary, but that should not form a linear pair. Linear pair means it should be adjacent. Same. One is 30 and 60. If we do addition, we will get complementary, that is 90 degree. Adjacent angles which are not in linear pair. It should be adjacent, but it should not be a linear pair. Linear pair is how much? 180 degree. Okay, it should not be 180 degree. So, like this. Adjacent angles which are neither complementary nor adjacent. So, we have drawn two angles. One is 70 and 60. Okay. Now, question number 6, sub question. Angles in a linear pair which are complementary. Angles in a linear pair have their sum is 180, but the complementary angles have their sum is 90 degrees. So, we cannot draw. Which are complementary cannot be drawn. So, note. Problem number 1, 3, 4 and 5 have more than one answer. Don't stick to with that teacher. What teacher has done is correct. Okay, it has more than one answer. Students may draw angles other than the ones given. Okay. So, next we are going to learn about vertically opposite angle. First, we have learned linear pair. Linear pair means sum of the measure of an angle is how much? Sum of the two measure of adjacent angle is sum of the measure of two adjacent angle is 180. That is supplementary. Okay, now we are going to see what is vertically opposite angle. If you see children, one common vertex is there, that is Q. So if you see angle PQS, see the mark, red mark, PQS, one angle. Downwards if you see RQT. Okay, here also same mark is been done, here also two same mark. This both the angles, this pairs of angles is called as a vertically opposite angle. One more vertically opposite angle, PQR and SQT. Okay, so this both are vertically opposite angles. So let us, what we have learned now, vertically opposite angle. Now I know that the angles formed by opposite rays, this both are opposite rays. This one ray, okay, this is going one direction, this is going in another direction. Opposite rays of arms of an angle is said to be an opposite angle. Said to be an opposite angle. Properties of vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle, down you see children, the last line, the vertically opposite angles formed when two lines intersect are of equal measure. Means what? Both are intersecting, both the rays are intersecting at common point here. Yes, Q. If you see children, angle QPRQP and angle TQS, both the angles will be how much? Equal measure. Likewise, if we see children, RQT and QPQS, both the angles will be. So let's begin with the practice set 20. So the line AC, let's see the diagram. Line AC and BD. Line AC and BD intersect at point P, right? Measure of an angle APD is 47 degree. Find the measure of angle APB, this one, BPC, this one, CPD. Very easy children. Teacher taught you the vertically opposite angles are congruent. If we see APD, the vertically opposite angle of APD is what? APC. That is, if this is 47 degree, automatically BPC is how much? BPC is 47 degree. Now teacher will teach you how to find angle APB, that is APB. If we got the angle of APB or DPC out of this two, any of the angle, whatever angle we get, if we get APB, we will automatically know DPC value by vertically opposite angle, because we know that vertically opposite angles are always congruent. So APD and APB are the angles in linear pair. Let us see APD and APB. Both the angles are in the linear pair. You know the linear pair? One will be having a common, both the angles having a common arm and a straight arm, right? So both are in linear pair. The linear pair measure will be always supplementary. So both the angle, if we do addition children, we will get 180 degree. And we know that APD value is how much? 47 degree. So we will write APD 47 and measure of APB is equal to 180. Therefore measure of, so we want to remove 47 from both the sides. So here we are having positive 47. So I will subtract here also in the left hand side and the right hand side by minus 47. Therefore, if after doing the calculation children, plus 47 and minus 47 get cancelled. Therefore, measure of an angle APB is equal to 180 minus 47 is 133. If APB is 133, therefore DPC also 133. If APD is equal to 47 degree, therefore BPC is equal to 47 by vertically opposite angle. Let us now learn how to write that. So CPD is equal to ABP. Both are equal, 133 degree. and BPC is equal to APD is equal to 47 degree because both are vertically opposite angle. Therefore, the measure of angle APB, BPC and angle CPD are 133 degree, 47 degree and 133 degree respectively. Now question number 2. Here line PQ and RS intersect at point M. Measure of an angle PMR is x degree. Find the measure of PMS SMQRM. Same way we are going to do, children. How we solve with the question number 1. The same way we are going to solve question number 2. In the question number 1 we had a number, right, for the degree. Here we are instead of that we are having x as a value. Instead of 47 we are having x. Nothing else is different. So angle PRM and angle PMS are the angles in a linear pair. Measure of angle PMR plus measure of an angle PMS is equal to 180 degree. X plus measure of an angle PMS is equal to 180 degree. Measure of an angle PMS is equal to 180 minus x degree. Measure of an angle QMR is equal to measure of an angle PMS is equal to 180 degree. Why 180 degree? Vertically opposite angle. Measure of an angle SMQ is equal to measure of an angle PMR is equal to x degree, vertically opposite angle. Therefore, measure of angle PMS, angle SMQ and angle QMR are 180 minus x degree and 180 minus x degree respectively. So dear children, today also we have solved 2 practice set 18 and 19. In practice set 18 we have learned about linear pair. So I will say a short about linear pair. Linear pair means 2 angles with a common arms, okay, and a straight arms, okay. A common arm and a straight arm together form a linear pair. A linear pair is always supplementary, okay. Supplementary means 180 degree, okay. Now nextly we have learned in the practice set 20 we have learned about vertically opposite angle. So vertically opposite angles are formed by 2 lines intersecting at point form a vertically opposite angles. The pair of vertically opposite angles are always congruent, okay. Keep this in mind and understand all the sums and solve it in your notebook in a neat and clean handwriting. See you soon. Take care. God bless you all.